Okay, it is live now. I always feel super awkward when this starts because I never know when it's gonna start. But I want to say hi to everyone that was in here. Hey Noah, hey Russ, hi Haley Queen, hey Samantha, hi Kay. Welcome in, guys. I hope you guys are having a really wonderful start to your week. And oh, Sam, that's so awesome. Also, Sam, I guess, is like really popular on TikTok. I still don't really understand what TikTok is. I was trying to have people explain it to me, but I don't know what TikTok is. But Sam has gotten like really popular on there. She has a lot of followers now. Hi Haley. Yes, it is hump day. So I hope everyone's having a great week so far, and only 2 more days left of the work week until the weekend. So we're getting through it, guys, and I hope that the rest of the week goes by pretty fast. So the reason I wanted to talk about this topic in particular was because, hi Holly, welcome, was because Dan had started to talk about it on Saturday for the live stream for Disney Fiasco, and I didn't really feel like we got to say too much. Hey Jeff, welcome. I know there were 5 people on there, so it was just a lot. Hey Pam's fam, welcome. A lot like Musically that I never understood what Musically was either. Hi Inside Disney Parks Minecraft, welcome. And maybe I'm just not up on the times. I'm not hip. I'm not that old either, but I don't really know. So I wanted to talk about it because, hey, Jumbo Nick, ciao. I wanted to talk about it because we didn't get to say all the things that we wanted to say about this topic, and specifically with Walt Disney World. I know we spent a lot of time talking about Disneyland, and Dan was asking like, what kind of fast passes would you choose? But we didn't really necessarily talk about some tips. So if you guys have any tips, hey Sarah, welcome. If you guys have any tips for people that are going to Disney for the first time, feel free to leave them in the chat here. But I have made a list of 10 things on my list, and I'm going to go over some of them. And if you guys have any other things to add, or if you want to put your, hey, Pete, welcome, Madam Referee, that's me. I'm going hashtag off topic. Meg, did you know that Rip Torn that plays Zeus in Hercules 1997 passed away? No, I didn't. Wow, Noah, thanks for bringing that up. I'm so sorry to hear that. Hey, Captain Akron, welcome. And Haley says sunscreen. Yes, that is a must for me because I am very fair. I have very pale skin. And if I step outside in the sun for like 5 seconds, I get burned. So, Jeff says, I have friends here at the Magic Kingdom today, and it's their first time ever getting lots of texts. That's so exciting. Pam's fam says, we are discussing making our first trip for next year. Oh my gosh, how exciting. Well, hopefully you'll benefit from some of these tips. So Haley is saying sunscreen. Nick said, get a first visit button. Yep, I have one of those ideas on my list. Russ says comfy shoes. Yes, that is a must. Hey, Brandy and Dave, welcome. Hashtag sunscreen. Get free water cups. Don't pay for water. Yes. So I guess we'll just skip around quickly because that's also on my list. Hey, Ray J, welcome. One of the items on my list is to bring your own food and your own water. I'm ginger with sensitive skin. Oh, I feel the pain with the burning. Just luckily the UK doesn't have a lot of sun. Yeah, sometimes it's really hard for me. I get burned quite frequently, but I wear like so much sunscreen. I don't know how it happens. Yes, Kay, don't wear new shoes. Break them in first. But just know that if you're coming into Disney, you can bring your own food. It's not like against the rules. And you could also bring your own bottled water. I know that they've sort of limited some of the items that you can bring. Hey, Jamie's Life, welcome. I think with the coolers, but like if you want to bring in snacks or like sandwiches, like you could bring those things in. Dave says, actually, Disney Dan says that you should always pay for bottled water in the parks. Please ask him about it. Yep, Dan actually loves to buy water at the parks. I don't know why. You should ask him about it, everyone. Hey, Steve, welcome. No worries, Steve. Hey, Patrick, bro. Hey, Rob, what's up? Thanks, guys, for being here. It means a lot. So we were just talking a little bit about Disney first-timer tips. So if you have any tips, feel free to put them in the chat. Hey, Daniela, welcome. Hey, Dare to Disney. Maybe did the notification go out late or something? I feel like more people are coming in now. Jamie's like, I hope that you get to go to Disney soon. No, yes, Dan has this weird thing about paying for water, but Rob would know. He has paid for water before. You will need a lot of Starbucks. That is also my number one thing on my list. Go early in the morning. The earlier you go in the morning, the cooler it's going to be. It depends on the time of year that you're going, but in general, Florida's really hot. It's blazing hot. So you need to go in the morning to not only avoid the heat, but also you get on so many more rides in the morning. Like, especially if you book your fast passes for like an hour after the park opens, hit up like all the rides in Adventureland and Frontierland. No one ever goes over there. When people rope drop, they don't go to the left. They go to Fantasyland or to Tomorrowland. Sarah says a hat is a must, and a good tip is to find an empty spray bottle at the dollar store and fill it with water. And if you get really hot, just give yourself a little spray to cool you down. Yes, I have actually I made a video recently within the last like 2 months or something, to like a video tips to help you cool down in the summer. Thanks so much, Patrick, for putting that in there. I never Disney takes enough of my money. Yeah. $350 is ridiculous. $550 for smart water. That's not smart. Hi, Dan. I knew that you would come in somehow as we were talking about water. If you plan to be in the park from opening to close, have a midday break. Yes. So that is also one of my biggest tips, is to take breaks. If you're going to Disney for the first time, it's really, really incredibly overwhelming. You just need to take in everything, but it's so hard because there's so much stimulation. There's so many people there. It's hot. You want to do everything, but it's not possible to do everything, which is also another thing like you need to consider. You can't do everything in your first trip to Walt Disney World. As much as I would love to squeeze in absolutely everything, and I try very hard to squeeze in everything in my trips, it's not feasible. So taking breaks is the most important thing. In July and August, I rope drop the first ice cream station. Pete. Hey, Dre, welcome. It's so hot at Disney these days. Yeah, it's the summer. It's July, so I'm not surprised. Hey, Ryan, welcome from the Chef family. Also, guys, after this stream at 9:30, my friends, Ryan from the Chef family, Patrick from Zippity Doodad, Brandy and Dave from Brandy and Dave, or David, and then Steve from Steve's World are all going to do Diz and That. So go check that out after. If you guys want to put, I think is it on Dave's channel? Is it on Brandy and Dave's channel? Sure happens. It does. Hey, Two Real Geeks, welcome. Hey, Ohana Magic, save money. Disney is very expensive. Yes. And I've also made a video about that in the past, about how to save money. I save up I'm so frugal. I coupon so frequently. Oh, Ryan, drive safely. Thank you so much for just listening and being here. So I really appreciate that. But I do apps like Ibotta or Checkout 51 to get rebates on groceries, or I use coupons, obviously, and I try and find things that are cheaper. I go to the dollar store. I bring, like I said, my own food. I bring my own water. I bring my own rain gear / ponchos. Another one on my list is to not buy souvenirs in the park, but to buy it at the Character Warehouse if you have time to go to the outlets. That is a huge plus. You get things that are like 75% off at the Character Warehouse. And so one time I was in there, this is like my best find ever. I was in there and I was able to get a Dooney and Burke Disney purse for $30, like one of the like $200 ones. I was like, what? Uh, Thanks, Trey, for watching it back. For anyone who might be watching the replay, hello. Hey, Corey, welcome. Corey, I feel like I haven't talked to you in forever, but thanks for being here. Go to Walmart in Orlando. Yes, for people that want like snacks, or people like Dan who come from the UK and they come for like 2 or 3 weeks, go to Walmart, go to Target, pick up like a whole bulk like load of food and water and like snacks and whatever you might need, some medicine, anything. Like Walmart has literally everything, and it's like the most ginormous Walmart. And on Disney That tonight, Magical Meg makes the list from the odds maker for the Beverly Challenge. Tune in to see where Meg lands. What is it? 1 to 0 odds that I will be participating. I will not be participating, by the way. I don't understand, like, what is 100% odds? Because, like, 100%, I will not be drinking 50 shots of Beverly. I will be the referee, though. I am very excited for that. Eager to watch The Lion King. Yes, I am very eager to watch The Lion King. I cannot wait for that movie to come out. Unfortunately, I forgot that I have class that night when the movie technically comes out. So like on the 19th, I have class on Friday and Saturday. So I'm like, when do I go on Thursday night or Sunday? I don't know. I want to see it that weekend though. I do a Sam's run before I go and stock up the car and room to live for the week. Yes. And if you're like Steve and you laminate everything, you also buy your own toaster for the trip. So Steve always says that he like goes to Walmart, buys like a $10 or $20 toaster, keeps it in the room. I wouldn't necessarily suggest that, but it seems to work for Steve. If you're staying in like Pop Century or the All Stars, which is what I have stayed in, I know that if you go into the food court, they have like toasters and microwaves. So like that's another thing to save money. Like don't buy food at the resorts either. Like when we went in May, we literally bought a dozen bagels and we brought them down with us on the airplane. And then we just ate bagels every morning for breakfast and we just toasted them there. And then I found out that they had Smart Balance there, which is a vegan Smart Balance. And so I was able to then have like, we also brought like like those really tiny peanut butter like cups, and yeah, so it worked out. The Lion King world premiere was last night. Beyonce was there. I cannot wait to see it. I missed something that Pete said. 100% Beverly will kick all of us out of the club. Cool. Yeah, I will have to wear my referee shirt. I will have to get one. Get a dorm room refrigerator. So the refrigerators at Disney, I think all of the rooms have small, like, little refrigerators. How long do bagels last? So they last for quite some time. If you, like, put them in the refrigerator, similar to any bread, they'll last for even longer. So if you get, like, a dozen bagel, like, there were 2 of us, so we went through the dozen bagels for, you get, like, 13 bagels in a baker's dozen. So Dan, don't even. Dan said, I bring my own sushi conveyor belt into my room. Anytime I think about sushi conveyor belts, has anyone ever played Pokemon Stadium where Lickitung is just like licking the sushi off of the sushi conveyor belt? And refs are always sometimes right, Jeff. So, yes, bagels do last quite some time. If you're going by yourself, then, you could stick some in the refrigerator. If not, you could freeze some before you leave or try and freeze some. If you're staying off property and you have a freezer, that's also really cool. A lot of times we stay off property and cook our own meals, so that also saves money. Join Facebook groups on social media to get ideas. That's a good idea. I don't personally have a Facebook, so I don't really know too much about it, but just like watching YouTube videos is like, I don't know, it helps so much. But I've also gone to the park so many times that I've like picked up my own ideas, I think, of like what's very helpful. Hi, Surfer Girl, welcome. let's see, I can't lie down and then the conveyor belt will bring, I can lie down and the conveyor belt will bring me goodies. What kind of sushi are we talking about, Dan? Hey, Horizons 18, welcome. Yes, YouTube is definitely a big thing. I also sometimes will send out like polls on Twitter and I'll be like, which one's better? Should I make a dining reservation at this place? I'm gonna go to another one on my list, which is make fast passes because not everyone knows that fast passes are, first of all, free. They're included in your ticket to Walt Disney World. You can make 3 fast passes in advance for one park. So, oh, anything, any sushi. I love sweet potato rolls and vegetable rolls because I don't eat fish. So I miss you too, Haley. I can't wait to come down. Oh, hello, is it me you're looking for? Hi, Walt. Thanks so much for, promoting my channel this week. It means a lot to me. So everyone, please go check out Mouse Talk. They're going to do a live stream tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I think you're going to say some of my answers on there. So hopefully my answers were okay. But going back to fast passes, yes, you can book 3 fast passes for one park in advance. You can't book 3 fast passes for 3 different parks. I think sometimes it could be really kind of confusing. After you book and use your 3 fast passes in the one park, you can continue to make 1 additional fast pass. So if you then have used your 3, you could make 1. If you've used that 1, you could make another 1, and you can use those in different parks because you're only using 1. So if that doesn't make sense or someone needs to have me explain it differently, I will totally explain it again. Kay says to wear comfy clothes, nothing like being uncomfortable and hot. Like, don't wear, unless you're in like December, January, February, do not wear long jeans to Walt Disney World. It's uncomfortable. Do not wear high heels. I stay away from wearing flip-flops or any shoes like that, but I know some people really enjoy wearing them. I wear like sneakers. Like, I wear comfortable shoes because you walk like 10 miles in the day. What did Dan say? He said, I'm done. I think we have invented something with conveyor belt sushi rooms. Copyright Disney Dan and Mickey's Magic. Dan, you know what? I'll even let you take the whole credit for that. It was your idea. So excited going to Ohana for breakfast in September for our 20th anniversary. Oh, that's so exciting, Surfer Girl. Congratulations on being 20 years married. That's so incredible. I would love to have that. I save my Spirit jerseys until the colder months. Yes, Haley. Oh my gosh. And Lionel Richie is awesome. Dan, I'm so glad to hear that you don't wear high heels at Disney. I always tell folks to buy the water. It's important to buy water. Caveat, for people that are actually taking this very seriously, do not buy the water. That is an inside joke. Huge Stitch fan, so I can't wait. That's so exciting. I have actually never been to Ohana. I have heard from my friend Courtney's World that it has kind of gone downhill a little bit. So we were going to try and eat there, but I don't know. There's not too much for me to eat there, and it's always really hard to get reservations. But also, he just said that he hasn't had good experiences the last few times. So I haven't wanted to book there. Pete says, I can confirm on the list tonight for the Beverly Challenge, Magical Meg, Disney Dan, Mouse Talk, Dole Whip Dad. Tune in to see the announcement for your favorite streamers and our referee. Yes, I will be there, 9:30. Hey, Mike Wheeler, how are you? Welcome. Horizon says, do you buy the turkey legs at Magic Kingdom? I do not. I personally don't eat meat, so I wouldn't eat them anyway, but no one in my family has ever gotten them. They look like really big, but I know a lot of people who really like them. Yeah, so I think they're definitely a staple at the theme park. It's not something that I would ever get. Oh, Haley, you had a bad experience there too? Oh no. So it wasn't just, I know it was Corey and Corey. So the 2 Corys. Hey, Disney Nerd Herders, welcome. Sometimes I just get really excited and I squish together all words and I don't even know. Oh my God, Meg, you've never been to Ohana. I love it. No, I have never been to Ohana. Hey, Kat, welcome. She says, okay, here's my thing with the water. When I ask for a glass of water 9 times out of 10, the cast members roll their eyes at me. So that's a good point. If you don't bring water with you, I recommend bringing your own bottled water, but they have also recently started to add more filtered stations. I think they're adding a new filtered water station over near the Tomorrowland Terrace, or maybe by Cosmic Rays, somewhere in Tomorrowland. I know that there's one in the queue for Flight of Passage if you're in the standby line. So like trying to find the filtered water stations is also really important, but Pete could be the commentator at the Beverly event. Yes. Pete, are you going? Are you going during that time? You'll have to let me know. But if you go up to a quick service stand, you can Haley. You can ask for ice water. So I generally do that when we're trying to get meals, if we are eating in the parks. And recently we've been trying different things at the parks. And if not, we'll just fill up our water bottles at so many different fountains. They have fountains everywhere. And drinking water is so important at Disney World because, first of all, it's very hot and you're walking a lot. So you get dehydrated very quickly. And when you're dehydrated, you start to feel nauseous or you get headaches. So it's not a good idea to be dehydrated while you're at Disney. So keep making sure that you're hydrated. Haley says cast members can roll their eyes at me all they want. Their eyes all they want at me, thirsty. Oh my gosh. Hey, Diego, welcome. Yes, so definitely drink water and keep water with you, whether or not you are filling up your water at the stations or getting water from the cast members at the quick service stations. Hey, Greg, welcome in. And then also just to reiterate, if anyone has just popped in, you can bring your own food into the park. So bring in snacks, bring in lunch. Generally, we try to pack like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or something that's easy that could be quick, like packable, and you could travel with it. So sometimes we'll even stop at Publix and get them. People at Publix, like, we'll have like a sandwich made, or we'll go to the deli and do that, or we'll pick up like little snacks to eat during the day. And then we also will bring stuff like from home. So I'll pack extra food in my bag. I know that we'll eat it throughout the week. So it'll bring, I'll be able to bring more stuff home instead of bringing more stuff down and not having the same room. Gulp, gulp, gulp. I turn into the Hulk when I'm dehydrated. Same. What do you think about transportation for the first timers? So if you're staying on property, I would highly suggest you taking the buses that Disney provides, any Disney transportation, whether it's the buses, the monorail. It really depends on where you're staying. Sometimes they have boats too. Wow, I'm gonna scroll back. The chat just jumped, but I'm scrolling back now. So typically, I don't stay on property. I have the last couple times. I've stayed on property a couple times, and I am staying on property in August when I go. And definitely take the Disney transportation. If you're staying off property, if you can rent a car or take an Uber. Sometimes I've had trouble taking Ubers. Sometimes if you stay at a Disney Good Neighbor hotel, sometimes they have shuttles there for free. But if you're staying close enough to the parks, sometimes we stay in between like Universal and Disney. So it's probably like a good 20-25 minutes both ways to go to each park, because they're not really in the same section. They're in opposite directions, but we either rent a car or we'll take Ubers. Hey, AJ, welcome. Disney Nerd Herders, that's a really, really good point too. They said we order through Garden Grocer. I have ordered through Amazon Prime now. The only thing now is that Disney has now implemented like a $6 charge for having anything delivered. Oh, it just jumped a lot. Hold on. I usually pack a frozen water. It keeps everything cool for a couple hours. That's a great, great tip, Server Girl. Hey, Timothy Rainwaters, welcome. Publix has the best subs and they are not expensive. I 100% agree, Kay. It's like my favorite thing to get when I'm there. I wish we had Publix up here and we don't. So my favorite grocery store. I want all the Publix subs. Me and my partner, Ben, love watching your videos. Oh, it's our birthday week. He's 24 and I'll be 21. I'm going to spend it binge watching Disney and eating ice cream. Oh, well, happy birthday. And thank you so much. That's such a sweet comment. The boat is nice too, says Kat. Yes. The reason that we're going to stay at the at Pop Century this time, Russ, is because we're going to go on the gondolas. Take the transportation that is best suited for the resort you're staying at and the park you're going to that day. Exactly. Well, each park has different transportation that goes to that park, and also each resort has different transportation. So if you're staying in the Magic Kingdom, a resort area, you're going to have a way different transportation system than what you would get if you're staying over at the All Stars or even at now Pop Century, which is going to have the gondolas. Hey, Mises Firefly, if I said that wrong, I'm so sorry, but welcome. I think this is your first time here, so everyone welcome. All the new people here. Hey, Stacy, welcome. No Publix up here. My mom loves Publix when we go to Florida. Yes, AJ, I know. I know that you're on Long Island, and I'm in Connecticut, so up here in the north, we don't have Publix. But I think it goes up to, like, Virginia or something. You guys will have to let me know. So another thing I want to talk about is celebrating something. Like, why not celebrate something when you're going to Disney? Also, it's very cool when you celebrate things at Disney because you get buttons. And as Nick said earlier in the stream, you could get a first visit button. You can go to any like cast member, or sometimes they have little stands like on Main Street. They'll have like people out with like little kiosks that will have like all these buttons, or you could go to like guest services or anywhere in the park. Generally, you could find like behind the counters at like any of the merchandise stores, and any store at any like quick service, they usually have the buttons. So you guys need to get these buttons. If you're celebrating a birthday, make sure you put birthday like you're celebrating a birthday. If you're celebrating an anniversary, get a button for that. If you're celebrating anything like graduating or any celebration, make sure you get a button, because cast members will, like, they'll say things like congratulations, happy birthday, and that's like the best feeling in the world, to be able to have other people in the park say happy birthday or congratulations or happy anniversary, and it's just the best feeling in the world. But then also, if you're like eating dinner somewhere, they might be like, hey, I'll give you an example. So last time I was there, I was celebrating my mom for Mother's Day, and we were just having the best time. But our waitress who was there, she came over and she brought us 2 flutes of champagne for free. She's like, because you guys are celebrating, like, I wanted to give you a little bit something special. Sometimes they'll bring you birthday cake or a birthday cupcake or give you a free dessert. So if you wear those buttons and you say that you're celebrating in your dining reservation, make sure the server knows that you're celebrating something. They will most likely celebrate with you. Dan. Oh my gosh. Okay. And the gondolas start August 29th, so that can make a big difference. Location, location, location. Yes. And when I looked the other day, Pop Century was sold out for the days that I'm going. Cool. You used to live in Yonkers? That's awesome. Yeah, I don't live too far from the city, so we're all kind of close up here. Hey, Barefoot Adventures, welcome. Oh, it jumped really far. I'm so sorry. Lake Buena Vista area by the Springs has great after park eats. Chick-fil-A, Steak and Shake. So what is Steak and Shake? There's not like Shake Shack. I've never heard of Steak and Shake. Wendy's, but Pete, those are also really good. That's really good advice. I don't typically go to Disney Springs, mostly because either we're staying off property, or if we're staying on property, I want to go to the parks forever, and I never ever want to leave. So you could definitely get some late night eats when the park closes, and usually by the time I'm like done going to the park, I'm not hungry, or I like keep snacks with me throughout the day. But definitely a great tip. Thanks, Pete. Have you ever been to Disneyland Paris? No, I haven't, but I would love to go one day. Oh, it's amazing. I want to go. I want to go to all the Disney parks. I would go to the Dollar Tree and stock up on party stuff and decorate the room when my son was young. Oh, that's so sweet, Kat. I kind of want to do that now. Sometimes I'll line my ears in the windows, or really sometimes people will decorate their rooms or their windows when they're staying at the Disney resorts, which is really awesome. It really adds that extra touch of magic. Stacy says, if we go in October, Ray and I are celebrating our birthdays while we're there. Mine is in April and his is in May, but our birthdays didn't go well this year, so we're going to celebrate there. You could celebrate anytime you want, Stacy. I have definitely celebrated my birthday at Walt Disney World several times. I love it so much. I have been there on my actual birthday several times, so I'm very lucky to be able to go. Any special occasions, you tell them that it will show in all cast member systems screen, kind of like a Big Brother though. Yeah. They're like, so I hear you're celebrating something. But it's kind of cool that they know, and it makes it extra special. We were thinking about going next year around Halloween. It would be our first time, my anniversary and my birthday. Pam, oh my gosh, it's my favorite time. My birthday is right after Halloween. It's my favorite time of the year because not only do you have a chance to go to the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, which is my favorite event of the entire year, but then also you get to see the changeover from Halloween to Christmas, which generally happens in the very beginning of November. The last few years, the tree in Magic Kingdom has gone up on my birthday, which is even more special. So I really love it to go during that time of the year. It's one of my favorite times. How long are you in Walt Disney World in August? We'll be there from August 30th to September 3rd. So we're going to be down there for a couple days. I'm usually there celebrating my birthday, but usually by myself. So I take keychains or buttons to give to the cast members and other guests that make my day more special. Best thing ever. Oh, Russ, that's so sweet. Oh, I wish that we could all be there to celebrate your birthday together. Steak and shake, burgers, fries, milkshakes. Yeah, that sounds like a place that I probably wouldn't be able to eat anything. If you guys don't know, I have like a lot of dietary restrictions too, so I can't eat a lot of stuff. Haley, where are we going? You said, let's go, Meg. I don't know where we're going. Usually when we go in December, Courtney will wear her button all week long and get freebies all week long. Yes, especially for kids. Wear your button the entire time that you're there. You're celebrating the entire time. As an adult, I do that. So why not have kids do that? Like I've heard parents say, you can't wear the button because it's not your real birthday yet. It's like, yeah, totally. You can do that. Why not? Hey, Matt, welcome. Let me catch up a little bit. People propose at Disney. Yes, that is also very true. I've seen several proposals. It's so magical. What's your exact birthday date? Again, my birthday is November 4th. We will be at the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party on September 8th. That's awesome. I will be there on September 2nd with some of my amazing best friends that I have here in the chat now. I just hope that we actually get to go and we will know what we're doing by the beginning of September. Stacey, I really hope that you get to go. I think the one thing I tell people going for the first time is don't try to do everything. Just do the things that you want to do the most. Almost impossible to do it in all in one trip. Yeah, well, I definitely said that. You can't do everything as much as we really want to. It's important to take breaks and not overexert yourself, mostly because it's your vacation and you shouldn't do that. And as much as we want to see everything, Walt Disney World is so vast. There's so much stuff there. So you'll just have to come back. We all come back. Pete says, celebrating my 50th birthday on the upcoming August trip, August 29th to the 1st. Pete, you'll be there. And also, happy birthday. I can't wait to celebrate with you. And hopefully people won't like throw up on you during this Beverly challenge. Hey, Disney fanatic, welcome. Oh, Two Real Geeks. That's too bad that I'm leaving the day that you get there. Yeah, I have class that night. So we're leaving really early. I love traveling solo. I always have a blast. That's awesome, Kat. I'm kind of nervous to travel to Disney by myself, but I would totally do it. Oh, Haley, we're going to Paris. Okay, sounds good. I would love to go. I've only ever been to Disneyland Paris by myself, but now I've got 2 kids planning on going to Disney World in a couple of years. We want to make it special. Any tips on making it more magical? So for children, you can it depends on how old they are. I would suggest meeting characters. That was also on my list. And I absolutely love meeting characters. But if your kids are really afraid of them, I would suggest maybe taking some time to introduce them to meeting characters. But that's up to you and your discretion because it's your children and they may not be afraid, but I know so many kids are afraid of the characters. It would be really special to eat in the castle. I would suggest eating in the castle if you're going to go for breakfast. It's cheaper, and also sometimes it's just nice to then have the whole day in front of you. I felt like I got my money's worth out of my visit to Cinderella's Royal Table, and it was just really magical. But I would also suggest planning your reservations really far in advance in terms of food. If you have a specific place that you want to go, you can book your dining 180 days in advance. And then your fast passes, if you're staying on property, 60 days in advance. If you're staying off property, 30 days in advance for each day. So 60 days in advance for your entire trip if you're staying on property. But each day you have to plan your fast passes 30 days out if you're staying off property. So it doesn't take into consideration your entire trip. But if anyone else has any suggestions for making something really magical, I would say if they can handle fireworks, that's also really magical. Maybe doing things off, like out of the parks too, but I think we all have our own subjective like opinions about what's magical and what's not. I love pin trading. So I think having kids to pin trade, like with any cast members is also really special. You get to talk to cast members. I'm sure I'm really far behind in the chat. I'm so sorry, guys. My son was picked to dance with Belle because of his pin. It made his trip. I also got to slow dance and I curtsied to Belle. It was the best. Bye, Disney Nerd Herders. Do you have a mouse ear collection? I do. It's very extensive. I also make my own Mickey Mouse ears. I have 2 pairs right here that I don't have any on, but they're here. So I have an Etsy shop. So I make a lot of ears and I have way too many. It's an obsession. Hey, TROATW. I also, like, is it Trote? I'm so sorry. Hey, Downscale, welcome. I do Disney camping. Wait, oh my gosh, what happened to it? It jumped so far ahead. I'm so sorry. I do Disney camping for wilderness campground videos. That's awesome. I'll be in the Magic Kingdom on your birthday, Meg. Holly, that's awesome. I wish I could go. It's on a Monday though, so I'll be in class. So I wish I could go. I've been to Disney for 2 weeks. Oh, wow. I still didn't get to do everything in that span. I've never been to Disney for that long. I think the longest I have gone is 5 days, but I know that I will be going for longer in January. I'm very excited. Well, who's celebrating a birthday? Who else is celebrating a birthday in August? Single rider lines all day. Woo, woo. My kids are 2 and 1 and they love characters. Yes, Sarah, then take them to meet all the characters. You can make fast passes to meet the characters. If you have a Disney Visa rewards card, they have the special meet and greets in Epcot. I wouldn't take them to the one in Hollywood Studios because it's Kylo Ren and he's really scary. But definitely meeting character is a huge highlight of my trip. I bring, if you guys could see this hat in the background, I have characters sign the hat. I've seen people, instead of a regular autograph book, bring like mats to bring for frames. If you guys want to have photos, to like have a photo in the center and then have characters sign the mat or the frame outside of that. So many different ideas. Have them make their own signature books with stickers so that when it's all signed, they can tell the characters they made it and they will interact more. Yes, it's so cool to, I've downloaded I have the app or the thing for Kenny the Pirate, which also tells you where all of the characters are going to be for all the special events, for the Character Palooza, which I have never been able to catch. But I also don't think about that all the time. So it just has all the characters and then also has some tips for interacting. I love those tips for interacting with characters. Oh my gosh, it jumped again. I'm so sorry, guys. I have to catch up. I'm reading this so slow. Get to fireworks early. Yes, if you're going to enjoy the fireworks. If not, rides during the fireworks. The much slower, much quicker rides, less people in the line. Mickey Tiki, Sorcerer of the Magic Kingdom. Yes, that's also a really fun game. It's free. You can go to the firehouse in Magic Kingdom, ask for some cards. They will provide them to you, and it's a game that, oh, Stefan, okay, thank you. It'll be a lot easier for you guys to, I don't know too much about the Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom game. I do collect the cards that are from the special event parties, but if you go around the whole park, or they'll explain the rules to you that you could go around and play the game and it's free. We ate at Cinderella's royal table some years back. The girls received their magic wands. I looked at our server and said, "Where's my sword?" And she brought me one. Yes, I got a magic wand. My mom got a magic wand, and I got a wishing star. It was magical. I felt like a princess. Any interaction with cast members that make their day better is awesome. Speaking from experience as a cast member and as a guest, makes the day more special when you can share the magic. That's partly why I love pin trading so much. Pin trading, first of all, some cast members play trivia with you. You guys know how I feel about Disney trivia. I love to play Disney trivia. And other times, we get into 15, 20-minute conversations with cast members, and we learn about, especially kids that are in the Disney College program, and we learn more about their life, or if they're from like Dan, who was in the Disney College program from England, he was working at the Contemporary. And so we find a lot of people from other countries too. And my mom just loves to talk. I don't talk as much as her, ironically, and I do talk a lot sometimes. So yes, we love to talk to cast members. Oh my gosh, it jumped again. I'm so sorry, guys. They steal autograph frames. Oh, who does? Steve's World brings a whole new set of Disney Plan encyclopedias. He laminates everything. I need those tips. I'm so awkward. Well, oh yes, for the Kenny the Pirate one. Any good Disney apps that will help around the parks and stuff? I've heard of a few, but I can never remember the name. So My Disney Experience is the app that you should definitely download. It's where you can rebook your fast passes. It's where you can view wait times. Is where you can view times for the shows. You can view reservations. You can do mobile ordering, which is also another big tip. You can mobile order from certain restaurants at the parks. So there's just so much on that app. And then I have never done the Play Parks app because I'm generally like pretty busy in the line, or I'm talking to my mom, or I'm like interacting with other people. I don't like to be on my phone that much while I'm in line. Sometimes I'll look for fast passes, but I don't like to play the games. It also kills my battery. But if your kids like to play games, I've heard that that's also really good. But definitely the My Disney Experience app. Tip, do the pirate hunt and finish 3 of them, and you get a fast pass for Pirates of the Caribbean. I never knew that. That's awesome. Thanks to Real Geeks. Oh my gosh. Okay. Fast pass kiosks are at the park. I would actually not recommend using the kiosks. I would use your phone. It's so much easier to use your phone. Yes, the parks do sell fuel rods. I would pick up like an external battery for your phone or something like that, especially if you're doing like YouTube stuff and you're going to live stream or whatever. I would definitely pick up an external battery. You go through your batteries so quickly in the parks. Oh, thanks so much, Kat. She said, my mom is adorable. Something may get laminated tonight. Oh my gosh, Steve, how exciting. Hey, Movie Mania Nick, welcome. You guys are going so fast. I love it when we meet cast members who are from the area where we live. You have that weird connection with them. Yes, definitely. Yes, the app does crash quite frequently, but you also get all your PhotoPass photos in there, which is another thing I wanted to talk about quickly. If you're an annual pass holder, you get this for free. If you're going for the trip, so like Sarah, if you're going for, I don't know how long you would be going, but if you're coming from the UK, you're probably going longer than like a week or so. And generally, the PhotoPass, if I'm not mistaken, if you buy it beforehand, it's like $30 cheaper, or I think it's like $160 or $170 for your trip. If not, it's like $199, but you get all the photo downloads for free from all the rides, from all the character meets. They just scan your band or your card or whatever you have, if you have a Magic Band or if you have your ticket. Yes, so I use PhotoPass all the time. All those photos pop up on your My Disney Experience app. So I just download photos from there all the time, but it comes with my annual pass. So we definitely get good use out of it. We take probably like 500 pictures a trip. And to me, that's worth it. If you have little kids, it's probably worth it. So you won't have to like lug around a huge camera to take pictures of them. Or, I mean, you could just take pictures on your phone, but it's totally up to you. I would recommend it though. Hey, Frost Wolf Studios, welcome. Let's see. With crowds increasing each year, to be sure to manage your fast passes, also rope drop parks if you can. You get so much done early in the day, in my opinion. I totally agree, Walt. If I can't remember, I think Pam asked, what do you do about crowd anxiety? I get that a lot. I actually get very overwhelmed sometimes when like there's a lot of people around. Sometimes I'll try, so like on Main Street, I sometimes can't walk down Main Street because there's too many people there. I'll walk through the stores or like the Emporium, which is the store on the left. It will lead out through Casey's, which is in the very last left-hand corner. It'll lead you out towards Crystal Palace and going towards Adventureland. So we almost always walk through Emporium. I try to find pathways that don't have as many people. like I said, I do get overwhelmed sometimes with the amount of people there. Sometimes you just have to work your way through the crowd, maybe avoid the fireworks time. If you're going to be there for fireworks, avoid the hub, avoid Main Street. Watch it from Tomorrowland, from behind the castle in Fantasyland. You're going to have space there. I'm trying to think of what other, if you guys have the same problem, put in some of your suggestions in the chat as well. I know that I try and take different shortcuts. I'm trying to remember like what shortcuts I know. I know a lot of them. There's the nice shortcut in, well, that's closed off now, but there's another shortcut. If you're heading into Tomorrowland, you can cut up past the like wishing fountain and sort of to the right of the castle, and you can come out to the back of the castle over by like the carousel. That's kind of where you come out. Anxiety is tough for me too. I usually go the opposite direction of the crowd if possible and take lots of shortcuts. Helps to know the park layout. Yes, I think that's what's helped me the most, is just knowing the parks. I really, really know like the parks very well. I could close my eyes and probably tell you where I'm going. Liberty Square is great to watch the fireworks over the water. Yes, I 100% agree. Also, as Dan was pointing out, if you could find a trash can and you're planning on recording or something, not only do you have that little space where like someone's face is not in front of you, but also that you could put your camera down on a tripod and you can physically watch the fireworks instead of having to look through a camera. What's the cheapest way to Disneyland Paris? Any suggestions? I've never been to Disneyland Paris, but I would say it depends on where you're coming from and it depends on what time of year it is. So if you're like, for me, I live on the East Coast, so I would have to fly out. It would be a shorter flight for me than as opposed to someone who maybe lives in California. So it definitely depends on where you're coming from and what time of year you're trying to go and what the weather is going to be like. So definitely a lot of different variables there. The Tomorrowland Bridge is a good spot to watch the fireworks. That's our main spot. Yes, I also really like that. Sometimes that could be very crowded though. Also, when the fireworks let out, if you're already in like the main section of Tomorrowland, like maybe over by Astro Orbiter or heading over towards like the entrance of the Tomorrowland Transit. No, sorry, not the People Mover, but over by heading over towards like Cosmic Rays or something like that. You'll already be like on your way to Fantasyland. And usually that's where people go. You could also, like as I was mentioning, the People Mover, you can ride the People Mover during the fireworks. That's also a lot of fun. Welcome back, M10 Original. East Coast rubber raft and hiking boots. Yep, that's how I'm gonna make it to Disneyland Paris one day. What do you think about the new Mulan trailer or teaser? I am very interested in it. I originally wasn't aware that Mushu wasn't going to be in it. I knew that there wasn't going to be music in it. I am a little hesitant to not have that character because I think sometimes Disney needs that comic relief, and I think that's what makes the movies so relatable and so funny for adults and children. But I think if they're like doing a take on the like this original story about Mulan, it'll definitely be very interesting, like a different take on a live action Disney movie. Hey Isaac, welcome. So let's see. I covered, so my number one was to go early, make fast passes or staying on property, bringing your own food and water, celebrating something, meeting characters, taking breaks. You can't do everything. Let's see, bringing home souvenirs from the character warehouse and not exactly from Disney. If you're trying to save money, you'll save a lot of money by going to the character warehouse and not buying every single souvenir. I have such a problem when it comes to pins too, because I just really want to only buy pins, especially coming up to this Halloween season. You never thought about creating a game channel? I had a long time ago, but I just don't have the equipment to do that. I do love playing games though. Ladies and gentlemen, Isaac Nail. I think it will still have some of the humor, much more action-packed though. I think it will be really cool to see like as a female character, like an icon of Mulan, being so physically, I don't know, like such a physically demanded or physically, what is the word I'm looking for? I wish someone were here to like put words in my like head to tell me what I'm saying. Like a really demanding, physically demanding job, and just to have her like showcase like women are tough, women can do this, women can fight. So I think that's really cool. Meg, you like pins? Who knew? What are pins? What? uh, do we need to have a pintervention? Just playing with my pins. I don't have too many pinjuries, but oh my god, Meg, wait until you see what I made. I hope it fits in a shipping box. I went a little over crafty. Are you talking about our swap that we're supposed to be doing? Because I haven't even really started that. I'm still struggling really hard with school, so I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry to Cargo and Kat and every other person that I've like now said that I will do collaborations with. I'm trying really hard to even like today I got home and I was like, oh, can I even live stream? I'm just really tired all the time. So don't mean to complain. Sometimes we feel that way at Disney. So that's why we need to take breaks. So hashtag self-care. Yeah, so those were a lot of the tips that I wanted to talk about. You guys brought up a lot of really good ones as well. And I would love to keep talking about more tips if you guys have any more. Take your time, lady. Well, Cargo said that we needed to have them done in the end of August, so I need to start rushing. So it's just hard. I feel like I have a lot of expectations going on. You're going to cry watching the Lion King movie. Yeah, I already cry watching the Lion King. I cry listening to the Lion King. So I don't even need to watch the movie to cry. I think about the Lion King and cry. The Circle of Life is one of The Circle of Life and Go the Distance are my absolute favorite Disney songs. They always make me very emotional. No worries, Meg. Take care of yourself. I'm trying so hard. But I have 2 weeks left of school, so it's coming up on a lot. So I can't wait to be done. I can't wait to go to Disney in the end of August. I can't wait to spend some more time with my family and just take like a chill pill. How many times do you go to Disney World in a year? This past year, maybe if I'm thinking about when my cycle of my annual pass ends, I went in November, I went in January, I went in May, I'm going again in August, and then I'm going back in January for my Run Disney races. So I probably go 4 times, maybe 5 times during the year, which is a lot. It's a lot for someone that doesn't live down there. I need a pin intervention. Same, Greg. I found an old Happy Meal toy Ed today. Ooh, that's really cool, Kat. Their music always gets me right here, The Lion King, right in the feels, right? Lion King is the very first movie that made me cry at the very beginning when all the animals bow to Simba. Oh my gosh, I just can't. Yes. When they bow down, and when Simba, like when Mufasa, he dies. And sorry. And Simba's like, Dad, wake up. Wake up, Dad. And I'm like, no, wake up, Dad. Oh, it gets me every time. Here's my other tip. Definitely look for the best resorts at a Disney property. Yes, so if you want to save a little bit of money, you could probably stay off site. If you're an annual pass holder, you might be getting a discount through the resorts. I cry, you cry. Oh my God, cough, cough, laugh, laugh. Haley, the other day, someone was saying cries like so many times, and I was like, where's Haley when I need her? I just wanted to like say cry, cry, laugh, laugh, cough, cough. Thanks so much, Patrick, for posting that. Yeah, so if you are an annual pass holder, you also get several other discounts. If you just have one person in your family that is an annual pass holder, you all get the discount. So it's definitely a good thing to have one person, if not all of you, be annual pass holders if it works out financially. Thanks so much, Pete. Disney has a great new Lion King show. I've seen vlogs. Are we talking about the Festival of the Lion King and Animal Kingdom? Because that's my absolute favorite show. I'm going to Disney in late August too. What parks are you going to? I may be going to the Halloween party. I'm going to all 4 parks. I have an annual pass, so I generally park hop between parks, and I will also be going to the Halloween party. It is my favorite event of the entire year. I also go resort hopping to get away from the crowds. That's a great tip, Russ. Yes, if you guys just want to hop on the monorail and go to like one resort, then to another, and then to another. The Lion King does make me emotional sometimes. Yes, I always get emotional. Random stuff I see always reminds me of you. Yeah, same Haley. Haley and I are just like best friends. We're meant to be. I'm going to the Halloween party August 20th, September 27th, and October 10th. Greg, I'm so jealous. You get to go 3 times. I get to go once, but I get to go with my best friend. Well, my 2 best friends, my mom and Haley. I almost said my Haley and mom. Melissa McCarthy might be in The Little Mermaid. Yeah, I saw that rumor. She'd be a pretty interesting Ursula. Oh, and Disney Paris. I have not seen that new show, but that's very exciting. I should look it up. Thank you so much, Patrick. Patrick is the best not brother. Hashtag Patrick, I love you. My mom, if you guys didn't see that, you should really go watch the Fantasmic live stream that I did from the park. Hey, Good Vibes Only, SC. Is that South Carolina? Welcome, Good Vibes. I hope you're having a good vibe here. And my mom thought, so I have a brother named Patrick, and my mom thought, like, Patrick had sent in a super chat and he was so kind. I was like, Mom, like, say thank you to Patrick. And she's like, oh, well, thank you so much, Patrick. We love you. And I was like, oh, no, that's not my brother, Patrick. And she's like, oh. So if you guys ever want to check that out, it's a really funny video now. I really want to go to the Oogie Boogie Bash at California Adventure. Yes, I want to go there too and see Haunted Mansion Holiday. That is my dream forever. I always really have wanted to do that. Are you going to the Halloween party on the 27th? No, I'm going on September 2nd. So I will be going on Labor Day. That is the only day I could go. Meg, when you said the other day someone kept talking about crying, wasn't that on Shep on his 300 sub stream? He cried. Yes, he cried for 8 hours. He cried for 10 hours. Yes. I was like, cry. Yes, there are new Halloween fireworks. I'm very excited for the new Halloween fireworks. They're going to be amazing. I will miss Hallowishes, but as Disney always does, they always blow it out of the water. Very excited to see them. And I love the Hocus Pocus show. I hope they keep it forever. I saw the show before. This will be my 6th year going to the Halloween party in a row. Like I said, I'm obsessed with it. It's my favorite event. I do have a couple videos, like some tips. If you guys have any other tips, I'll probably do a live stream on it in the future when it gets closer to the date. But I do have some like tips about that if you guys are going to the Halloween party for the first time. My number 1 tip for that is that you can get in early. Even though the party starts technically at 7, for DVC members, you could get in at 2 o'clock, and for everyone else, just with the event ticket, you can get in at 4 o'clock. So be there at like 3:30 and yeah, get in early. No worries, Patrick. Guys, in a half hour, you should go over to Disney. And if someone wants to post the link to the Disney stream, please feel free to, because I would love to see everyone over there. Can't wait to see all the new stuff at the Halloween party. We were there 9 years ago. Oh my gosh, they have so many new awesome things there. This is like my favorite event, like I said, of the entire year. I love special effects makeup, and I love to dress up for Halloween. It's always been my favorite holiday. The first movie I ever saw was The Nightmare Before Christmas, which I feel like started my entire life. It really was. It was my mom turned it on for my brother and I. My brother was holding me. We have like a home video of this, but he was holding me. It was the day I came home from the hospital, and they were watching The Nightmare Before Christmas. So it was magical. Let's see. Yes, get in at 4. As long as they keep Hocus Pocus until after next year so I can see it. Yeah, it's a great show. I really want to meet the Queen of Hearts and Cruella de Vil and more. Yes, you can also meet a lot of really cool villains in like at the Halloween party. So that is like if you're gonna meet Jack and Sally, you need to get there very early. You can line up. Jack and Sally have been starting to meet at around 5 o'clock. So you can get there early and start meeting them and then meet the other characters. The other really like popular characters are the 7 dwarves. But I'm going to quickly read these comments and then we're going to wrap up. It's an amazing time. My friend, the Haunted Mansion holiday is so amazing. You definitely need to go to Disneyland. Yes, I want to see the Haunted Mansion holiday. It's my dream. I realize that Meg and Patrick are brother and sister. Cargo is your aunt, and since she is my sister, we are all related. And apparently, I am Ryan's wife, and so that makes Patrick and Ryan brother-in-laws. And so it's a weird Disney community that we got here. We were there on our honeymoon. Let's wait, but this is the way we are Halloween. We got married at the haunted house we work at. That's so cool. We were buying annual passes. We were around 5 hours from Disney, so we were going to go spend a lot of weekends there. That sounds so awesome. I'm very jealous. But since it's coming up at 9 o'clock, just hit 9 o'clock, I really want to say thank you so much, guys. It was such a fun stream to talk about this, and you guys were so active in the chat, and it always means so much to me that you guys are here hanging out with me on your Wednesday nights. And hopefully we'll have another video coming out on Friday. It's going to be an unboxing and a mystery unboxing for the Lion King Funko Pops from Hot Topic, and that's coming out on Friday. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm hoping my partner will propose when we go to Disney World. Dream big. Oh yeah, that's same, right? That's every girl's dream, I think. But thank you so much, guys, for being here. It always means the world. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Please go check over to Disney That. I think it's on Brandy and Dave's channel tonight. They're such a hoot. And I mean a hoot because I'm always laughing and I'm always like chuckling. And they're just hilarious. And also, they might have a special guest next week. Who knows? I will see you guys all in the Disney That stream. And have a great night, everyone. See you later. Oh, also go over to Mouse Talk stream tomorrow night because I'll be in there and hopefully Walt will be reading my answers and I put my heart into them. So I'll see you guys there tomorrow too. So tonight at 9:30, Disney That. See you there. Bye.